After my daughter Hannah Weber got pregnant, I unexpectedly heard the voice of her unborn child. Please, don't let mom go for a prenatal checkup. If they find out I'm a girl, my patriarchal dad will definitely force mom to have an abortion. I don't want to die. I was shocked, knowing that Hannah's husband, Oliver Weber, works at the hospital and could easily find out the baby's gender. I did everything I could to stop Hannah from going for a prenatal checkup. I thought I had saved my lovely granddaughter Jenny Weber, but 3 months later, she was diagnosed with a congenital deformity. Without timely intervention, she was destined to be born disabled. Hannah was heartbroken, and I was filled with regret. It was then that I heard Jenny's voice again. It's all because Dad cheated with a nurse at the hospital, covered in cheap perfume. Mom inhaled too much of it, which caused my deformity. Poor mom. Can anyone help her? I instantly burned with rage and stormed into Oliver's hospital without hesitation. But I never expected that I would disrupt an important heart surgery Oliver was performing, leading to the patient's tragic death. The patient's family lost control, seeking revenge, and stabbed Oliver dozens of times, killing him on the spot. Hannah, upon hearing the news, was so furious that she wanted to sever our mother-daughter relationship. At that moment, I heard Jenny's thoughts again. Mom is just too upset and needs some time to calm down. Grandma, don't bother her. How could she really be angry with you? I believed those words and chose to step back. But that night, Hannah jumped into the river and took her own life. I was heartbroken and just wanted to end my life. Before my consciousness faded, I seemed to hear the eerie laughter of Jenny, who had caused my family's ruin. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the day I heard Jenny's thoughts. Please, don't let mom go for a prenatal checkup. If they find out I'm a girl, my sexist dad will definitely force mom to abort me. I don't want to die. Jenny's frail sobbing suddenly reached my ears, sending a shiver down my spine and drenching me in cold sweat. I looked around and realized I had been reborn, back to the day I accompanied Hannah for her prenatal checkup. Hannah saw my pale face and teased with a smile. Mom, why are you nervous about my checkup? Looking at you, I almost thought you'd seen a ghost. I swallowed hard, unsure how to explain everything that happened in my past life. In my previous life, I also heard Jenny's inner voice before Hannah's checkup. She cried and begged me to disrupt Hannah's checkup so she could be born smoothly. Thinking of the hardships Hannah had endured during her pregnancy and fearing anything might happen to this hard-won child, I began stopping her from going for the checkup, using all kinds of excuses to hold her back. I thought I was protecting the baby, but 3 months later, Hannah secretly went for a checkup and brought back devastating news. Jenny was born with a congenital chest deformity, and because the best intervention time was missed, she was destined to face severe physical defects after birth. I was filled with regret, believing it was my foolishness that harmed Jenny. Just as I was preparing to spend the rest of my life atoning, I heard Jenny's voice again. Grandma, my deformity has nothing to do with you. It's because Dad cheated with a nurse at the hospital, and Mom inhaled too much of that poor quality perfume that I ended up disabled. I'm really in so much pain, and Mom is truly so pitiful. Is there anyone who can help the two of us? That heartless dad of mine is still having an affair at the hospital. Hearing Jenny's heartfelt words, I instantly burned with rage and stormed into the hospital to confront Oliver. But I never expected that my recklessness would directly cause Oliver's critical heart bypass surgery to fail, leading to the innocent patient dying on the hospital bed. The patient's family, overwhelmed with emotion, retaliated violently, stabbing Oliver dozens of times and causing his immediate death. Upon hearing the news, Hannah broke down in tears. My heart was filled with guilt, and all I wanted was to comfort her, but I was unexpectedly stopped by Jenny's heartfelt words. Again, Grandma, Mom needs some peace right now. She's angry, and seeing you will only upset her more. Please give her some time. I thought she made sense, so I stopped interfering in Hannah's matters. But I never expected Hannah to commit suicide that night, leaving behind a blood-written note, every word filled with resentment toward me. She blamed me for ruining her child, accused me of causing her husband's death, and wanted me to die. I was heartbroken and just wanted to end my life through suicide, but I could never understand why Jenny wanted to destroy my family. After jumping into the lake, in my fading consciousness, I seemed to hear Jenny's evil laughter. Now reborn, thinking of everything from the past life, I find Jenny's cries extremely repulsive. I walked straight up, pushed Hannah in front of the doctor, and said coldly, "Get a prenatal checkup. If the baby has any issues, I suggest terminating it early."